Right, just while I'm waiting for that domain name to take, it's taking a little bit longer than normal. I'm going to show you how to do the SSL setup and the Adsense advert setup. So what you want in your forum, if I open another page here, if I go to Paul Forum, well, you see in my website secure, right? What you want in the forum is a secure tag at the top. When you first set it up, it won't be secure. It'll just say HTTP and that'll be it. And there won't be a green secure lock up here, right? There also won't be adverts. Now, if you want to run adverts on your page, you need to add a plugin as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that next, right? So what I've got is, here's the AdSense plugin. I'll try. What you have to do is you have to add this line of code to a file. So when you come back to your terminal, you're going to do cd/var/discourse, right? And then you're going to do nano containers app.yml, and that'll open up your discourse config file. To turn the SSL on, to make it secure, you need to remove this hashtag from this line and this line. So we see it there. Uncomment these two lines if you wish to add Let's Encrypt HTTPS, right? So now come down. You want to find further down. It'll say here, if you added Let's Encrypt template, uncomment below, right? So you want to take away this Let's Encrypt account email and put your email address, right? paul@paulnicholson.com. Now, that, when we run it, will make the site secure. I'm going to also uncomment this SMTP port 25 because Mailgun doesn't need it. It's a good time to do it, so just uncomment. That means it'll ignore that row. And then when you go down to plugins here, this is where you're going to add any plugins you've got. And for me, it's this one. This line here. This git file. Well, file line with a git on the end. So now I've got this plugin added. And if you're going to add any other plugins, this is where you would add it. You just add the line of code and it knows to go and get it, right? So now you do Control X. You want to be careful, make sure you've done it all right. Yes to save. Now you're going to type git pull, and it'll pull the latest information. I just run it again to make sure it's happy, and then I do /launcher rebuild app, and that will rebuild the whole doc droplet and tell it to make sure that I want a secure forum, and I'm going to add that plugin. And it will take 3, 4, 5 minutes for this to run. While you're doing that, the forum will be down. So it's good to do it the first time you do it, because you'll find that your forum, even though I'm not sure, yeah. So now this is good because it means the DNS has taken. The forum will be down when you relaunch that Docker, when you relaunch the app. While it's doing this, so you want to do it at a quiet time. Obviously, at this point, you're doing it on initial setup. But if you want to come and add a plugin later or change settings later that are involved in that app.yml file, when you rebuild the app, it will take you down for 5 minutes. Okay, so just be careful with that. So I'm going to pause you until it's done. Generally, if it does it too quickly, you will find there's an error somewhere. Alright, so it took 4 or 5 minutes. What you'll get now is this command prompt again to say it's finished. You shouldn't have any errors. You shouldn't have anything showing. There's a problem. If you do, you're going to have to troubleshoot them. So when I go back and refresh forum.happymegames, depending on how quickly you do it, it sometimes gives a 502 error. As it's still, even though it's finished here, it's not fully completed, but it loaded. And now you'll see up here that the website is secure. It's not grey, it's got a secure, right? You have to log in again. Should have told it to remember my login, shouldn't the admin password has to be like 15 characters long. That's why it's so long. So now you're set up. Now you've done the back end. You can close your terminal. You're not going to need to go back in here now for the rest of this training. You can close it. You've set up your Discourse forum and it's secure, and you've got all the plugins that you need at this point ready.